Let us get started. Hyperparameter tuning with GridSearchCV, a beginner's guide. In this lesson, we will explore how to make machine learning models smarter with hyperparameter tuning. We will use GridSearchCV in Python. No experience required. By the end, you will know how to set up, search, and pick the best model params using real-world data. Running the cell now. Ready? Let us see how it works with a real dataset. First, we will bring in what we need and silence distracting warnings. We are importing needed libraries. We are using warnings to ignore warning messages. This will make the output cleaner for beginners. Running the cell now. It is always good to start with a tidy notebook. Let us load the Titanic data from a web link with pandas. This comment tells us we are setting up our data. We import the pandas library. Pandas helps us work with tables. Here is the dataset web link for Titanic. Now we load the CSV data into a table called Titanic. We check how many rows and columns the data has. We view the first few rows to see what is inside. Running the cell now. Real data helps us practice real-world skills. Before building models, let us look at the target column. We are checking how many survived and did not survive using a bar chart. Running the cell now. Sometimes, looking at the outcome balance is helpful for choosing methods. What is a hyperparameter? Machine learning models have settings called hyperparameters. Hyperparameters do not get learned from the data. We decide their values before training. Examples: how many neighbors in KNN, or the max depth of a decision tree. Running the cell now. Let us see how this works in code soon. Let us get our features and target ready for training. Here is a comment to describe what we are doing. We will use for columns as our features. We save the name of our target column. Now we pull out just those columns as predictors. And we store the answers we want to predict. If any features are missing, we fill them with the average value. We take a peek at our features. Running the cell now. This step is called data preparation. It is common before modeling. For fair testing, we will split our data into train and test parts. We mention the step to split up our data. We import the split tool from scikit-learn. We split our features and target into two sets, train and test. We use 20% of the data to test the model. Setting random_state ensures we can repeat this exact split. Running the cell now. Splitting lets us measure if our model learns to generalize. Let us try a simple model with default settings. No fancy tuning yet. We will use a decision tree classifier. We import it from scikit-learn. We build a tree with default options and a seed for reproducibility. Here we fit, or train, the tree with our training data. We check how well our tree does on new, unseen test data. We print the test accuracy. This means correct predictions divided by total tested. Running the cell now. That was our baseline. We will try to do better. Why tune hyperparameters? Each model settings can change its predictions and results. Hyperparameter tuning means testing many options to find what works best. GridSearchCV helps us try all combinations, with no guesswork. Running the cell now. Let us see it in action. Now, we bring in GridSearchCV. This tool tests model parameters for us. We import GridSearchCV from scikit-learn's model selection tools. Running the cell now. This is our main tuning helper. Next, we list the parameter choices we want to test. Here is where we define our search grid. We want to test different max depths for the tree. We add different choices for splitting nodes. We also want to try two ways to measure splits, Gini and entropy. We close the dictionary. Running the cell now. The grid is just a Python dictionary with value lists. Let us connect our model and grid together. We create a grid search object here. It will use a decision tree as the base model. We give it our grid of parameters to test. Set CV to 5 for cross-validation splitting. We ask it to score using accuracy, which is correct predictions rate. We finish setting it up. Running the cell now. GridSearchCV does all the tries for us. Now we let the grid search run and test all combinations. We fit the grid search object. This starts training and testing with all option combinations. Running the cell now. This may take a moment depending on your data size and settings. Let us see what GridSearchCV found for us. We print the best parameters the search found. We also print the best average accuracy in all splits. Running the cell now. These are the settings that work best for our data. Let us check how well the chosen best model does on truly unseen data. Save the best trained model from grid search. Measure the accuracy on our holdout test data. Print this final test accuracy to the screen. Running the cell now. We can compare this to our very first model to see improvement. We can look at all the different settings that were tried. Turn the grid search results into a pandas data frame to review. Show just the tested parameters, test accuracy, and performance rank. Sort to see the best scores at the top. Running the cell now. This kind of table is helpful to see what matters most. Now, you can pick a tree depth and see how it performs. We ask you to type in a max depth value for the tree. We create a decision tree using your choice. We train the model just like before. Print the accuracy of the model using your chosen depth. Running the cell now. Try several values and notice which ones work better. Want more lessons? Please like and subscribe to our channel. Let us make the code handle mistakes, like typing a word instead of a number. Show how to avoid errors if user input is not a number. We try to convert the input safely. Ask the user for another depth value. If input is not a number, we handle that here. Let the user know what happened and pick a backup number. We set a default value if needed. Now we train with whatever depth we have. We fit the tree to our data. Report the accuracy so you see the outcome. Running the cell now. It is important for code to be robust. You can try putting in a word to test the error handling. Let us make this hands-on. Mini project, your own tuning grid. Change the search space above. For example, try different numbers for minute_samples_split and new options for max_depth. Run GridSearchCV and see what best parameters it finds. Running the cell now. Getting hands-on practice is the best way to learn. When learning, it is smart to start with small grids and fewer splits. We are showing a best practice tip here. This is a very small grid. It will run fast and let you test ideas. Set up a grid with just a couple choices for each parameter. Try 2 max depths. Try 2 sample split sizes. Set up the search. Train quickly on the smaller grid. Print the winner. You will get results faster this way. Running the cell now. This is useful when you are just getting started or do not want to wait. Sometimes grid search will report that all options score the same. Check if all scores in the results are identical. If they are, print a helpful hint to adjust the grid or data. Running the cell now. This tells you when your parameters are not making a difference. You can use grid search with other models too, not just trees. Import the random forest classifier from scikit-learn. Define a grid for number of trees and depth. Try 2 values for the number of trees. Try 2 values for the tree depth. Set up the GridSearchCV for the random forest. Run the search on training data. Show the best parameters found by grid search for the random forest. Running the cell now. Try swapping in other models like logistic regression too. Nice work! Let us review. Recap. We learned what hyperparameters are. We used GridSearchCV to try many model settings. We picked the best model using real-world data. Practice and explore with new parameter values. Running the cell now. Keep experimenting and your skills will grow. Thanks for learning hyperparameter tuning. If you enjoyed this lesson, please like the video and subscribe. You can ask questions in the comments below. Happy tuning! Running the cell now. What would you like to tune next? Share your ideas below.